Well, it's been a little while, but I am finally back at Epcot. I was able to get a park reservation, so here I am! Honestly though, just like over at Universal, it has been well over a month since I've been to any Universal park, any Disney park. Disney's been a little bit harder to get into because of the park reservation system, but nonetheless, I am finally back, heading into Epcot to do a Topiary tour. So something else that I'm going to try out today for the very first time is Disney Magic Mobile. So if you go to My Disney Experience and you go to the bottommost right icon here, it'll take you to this page, and then you tap on Disney Magic Mobile, and then you can utilize your phone. Basically, you can sync up your wallet on your phone and your smartwatch to your tickets or your annual passes, and then you can use your phone or your smartwatch to gain access into the park. So essentially, I'll be able to go up in express mode, I'm pretty sure is what it's called. I can use my phone, I can just tap it to the touch points to get inside Epcot, or I can use my watch too. I haven't really decided which one I'm going to use, but I can use these now to get into the parks in lieu of a Magic Band or a park ticket. From what I've gathered, express mode is when you just have your own personal ticket or pass that you can just scan and then gain entry into the parks. You can also utilize it for fast pass touch points when or if they ever come back. But if you sync it to where you're in charge of your entire family's passes, then you individually have to go through each ticket in your wallets and then scan those. This is very, very new, so I'm still a little bit new to it. I literally just downloaded it today because this is the first time I've been back at a Disney park, but I'm excited to try it out. Alright, so I'm looking into the specifics of the Magic Mobile Pass before I get it there and embarrass myself. So essentially, you must have a valid park admission or a resort hotel reservation linked to your account. You enter the theme parks with a valid theme park reservation and a valid ticket or pass, and then you can connect your Disney PhotoPass images for your pass. Express mode can be used by tapping your phone near our access points. No need to unlock your phone. For family and friends, double-click the side or home button to open your Apple Wallet, then swipe to their pass to use it, and then you can continue to use this Magic Mobile Pass each time you visit. Just ensure you link your tickets, reservations, and other access entitlements to your account. So I'm about to go do it to get inside Epcot. Hello.
Hello.
I'm gonna try this for the first time.
Yep.
Cool! Look at that! I did it! I used Magic Mobile to get inside Epcot. I didn't even have to unlock my phone. You can still see my Riviera background from one of the paintings in the hallway when we stayed at Riviera. Here I am inside Epcot! Hooray! I have not said hello yet, so hello from Epcot for the first time in Canada. There's also another pretty significant update. You can remove your mask to take photos at Disney. You used to not be able to do that at all. Your mask had to be on at all times except when actively eating or drinking, but they've since relaxed on that rule a little bit. So as long as you are socially distant, you can remove your mask if you're stationary to take a picture, which is pretty significant for Disney. I'm not going to do it right now because I'm vlogging. I'm not taking a picture, but I'm going to do it in just a second. I think it's really cool. It's really exciting. It's a step towards that normalcy that I think everybody really, really wants to get to. So that's cool. Just as long as it's not taken advantage of, if that makes any sense. But I'm inside Epcot. I used Magic Mobile to get in here. Next time I'll have to use my Apple Watch to see if it does the same thing. But that was incredibly, incredibly easy. Didn't have to dig around for passes or anything, or make sure that I had my Magic Band on my wrist. It makes just things a lot easier because you're always going to have your phone with you. You're probably always going to have your smartwatch if you have one of them. So big thumbs up for Magic Mobile. Alright, so I just took a maskless picture for the first time at Disney in almost a year, and it was really, really cool. I'm very happy about that. But now it's on to the main purpose of this video, something that I've done for the past several years, which is a topiary tour at the Flower and Garden Festival. So right over here we have a hippo and an alligator or a crocodile, I'm not totally sure, from Fantasia. And then way over here on the other side of the main planter heading into Epcot are a bunch of ostriches, also from Fantasia. And then directly in the middle in this center planter here is Sorcerer Mickey with a bunch of brooms from Fantasia. I think that kind of concludes the entry topiaries. They're doing some renovations on Spaceship Earth in preparation of the 50th anniversary later on this year, so I'm pretty sure they're installing some various little bulbs around the geodesic sphere that is Spaceship Earth, so it's going to illuminate just a little bit more, so that's going to be really exciting to see. I don't see any of the bulbs that I've seen pictures of on this side of Spaceship Earth, so I'll have to look for those on the way out, but I think I'm going to start my topiary tour in this direction toward Innoventions West. What used to be Innoventions West, there is no more Innoventions at all now, so I guess I can start calling this world nature, because that's what it's going to be in the future. It is definitely very interesting and a little bit sad to see Interventions completely gone. It has been absolutely leveled. Interventions West is no more. Interventions East is still standing for the most part over there, but they're completely gutting it, it seems, and just completely redoing it. Whatever they have plans for over there, that's for the most part staying, but this side of Interventions is totally gone. So the first topiaries I see over here by the land pavilion are Woody and Jessie over here with her sheep. A lot of this is themed to Toy Story, but there they are. There's the butterfly garden. Right there, there's the Epcot entrance way over there, and here I am outside of the Imagination Pavilion, where of course, here's the Figments topiary. And then I think if you look way over there, there's Winnie the Pooh with the little butterfly nets catching some butterflies over by the butterfly garden. Imagine that. There he goes, walking along, making his way along the outside of the butterfly garden with this butterfly net. All the butterflies are back over here. Pooh Bear, where are you going? Imagination Pavilion's way over there. And then way over here, kind of adjacent to the butterfly garden, behind it are a bunch of butterfly topiaries. These are always here. Most of these topiaries are here. The exception, of course, being these topiaries right over here. Probably the more popular topiaries this year of Mufasa and Sarabi, specifically because Rafiki and Simba have already been here, but these guys are brand new and very popular. Alright, so I think I'm going to head down the main thoroughfare right over here and into the World Showcase, and then kind of head through Canada and then end in Mexico today just to do my topiary tour. So here we have one of my absolute favorite topiaries, which is this massive, goofy topiary. He is just so intimidatingly tall. I just love seeing it every single year. And then here's Mickey and Minnie. Here's a nice angle from the front of Mickey holding a paintbrush, Minnie holding a paint bucket, and then Goofy holding some nails and a hammer, because they are all contributing to the overhaul of Epcot as far as renovations go. Of course, though, Chip and Dale and Pluto are also helping out. Pluto has a tape measure here, and then Chip and Dale have some nails. They should have given them some nuts, like some fastener nuts, because they're chipmunks. That would have been pretty funny. And it looks like, well, Mickey and Minnie and Goofy and Pluto and Chip and Dale are working on the renovations of Epcot. It looks like Donald and Daisy and his nephews are taking care of the gardening aspect of the festival. So Donald has his hoe, and his nephews here each have a rake and a shovel. And then right behind them, there's some more butterfly topiaries, one right over there, and then another right here. And behind these, you can kind of see it back there, it looks like all of the Harmonious barges are now complete, and that one is even turned on. Well, that's cool. Alright, so I've made my way from the entrance of Epcot over to Canada. There have not been any topiaries from there to here. I think the very first ones are going to be in between here and the UK. And those topiaries are Miss Piggy right here, and then Kermit the Frog, of course, from the Muppets. And then way back by the festival show place are Topiary Mickey and Minnie Mouse. And you've never really been able to get this close to them before, but they are right here. Get to see the detail and everything, so that's pretty cool. They're standing next to each other. This is a very, very popular photo opportunity. The show place was way down there, and here are Topiary Rabbits and Pooh Bear with his little red balloon, and then Tigger and Eeyore and Piglet. UK always has the most amounts of topiaries. And then way back in the very back of the UK Pavilion, which is looking very beautiful right now, tucked away is a tiny little Tinkerbell topiary right there. And then back on the main pathway here are Captain Hook and Peter Pan. Slightly silhouetted here, but very expressive nonetheless. Look at how detailed their faces are. This is cool. There's another butterfly topiary way down at the International Gateway, and heading into France, I know of a couple topiaries that are all very popular. The first of which is back by the new Ratatouille entrance, and is appropriately Remy from Ratatouille. Look at him. He almost looks not even like a topiary at all. He is just very, very well done. And then the topiaries that set the standard for the new age of Topiaries at Epcot at the Flower and Garden Festival. Beast and Belle from Beauty and the Beast. They look as incredible as always. Okay, so now I'm heading through Morocco and Japan, neither of which really have any topiaries at all. Japan sort of does. So whereas the other participating countries around the World Showcase have a relevant Disney character topiary, Japan has this dragon topiary here. So it's not necessarily a Disney topiary at all, but it's still part of the Flower and Garden Festival. Okay, so I made it to the American Adventure Pavilion, and from what I can tell, I don't think that there's a topiary here right now. There isn't one over by the Regal Eagle, and usually they have one over in this center planter, but there is not one at all. Yeah, I did not see any topiaries at all in the American Adventure Pavilion this year, which I think is pretty interesting, but I know for a fact that there is one, or a couple, over in Italy. Alright, so over in Italy are, of course, Lady and the Tramp. Lady's hair is looking a little bit crazy, but this is one of their usual spots. Sometimes they put them over here in this kind of general area, but a lot of the times they've been right over here. So over in Germany, I've been a little bitter about this in recent years, but there used to be a plethora of topiaries right over here of all of the 7 dwarves and Snow White, but now right over here all they have left are Snow White and Dopey. Dot, Grumpy, Happy, Sleepy, Sneezy, Bashful, they are all gone. They've all been kicked out by Snow White, and it's just these 2. So those were the only topiaries in Germany. There used to be the Lion King topiaries right here, but those have since moved over to Innovations Near the Land, and they've gotten quite the upgrade, so that's cool. And I've made it to China, which consistently has one of my favorite topiaries, which is right over here. This little panda right here on his back, I've always thought has been so adorable. I like all the pandas, but this one in particular, I love it the most. The frozen line is once again stretching into the China Pavilion, but it's probably not as bad as it seems in one of these days, so I'm gonna have to just hop in line and do it just to see what it's like. Can't really get super close to it right now, but one of the topiaries in Norway is right over here, this troll. He's been around for quite a while. And then of course also in Norway are the Elsa and Anna topiaries. These have kind of been around for a while too. I think these came right after or around the same time as the Belle and Beast topiaries. So the topiaries for the Mexican Pavilion, I'm pretty sure are in the same spot that they usually are, which is way over on the other side. But this is the line just to get inside the pyramid, which has been pretty intense recently. And here they are, Jose, Panchito, and Donald, the 3 caballeros. And I think that concludes my topiary tour, at least in the World Showcase. And now I can continue over here in Future World East, which is now technically World Discovery, I'm pretty sure. I know that not a lot has changed about the topiaries in terms of where they are, but it's fun to just document it from year to year because I've always been doing it, so might as well keep doing it just to see the very subtle changes in location and what the topiaries look like and how they're maybe slightly modified, because I don't know until I go back and look at ones from a few years ago to see exactly what's changed about them, because stuff does change from year to year. But now I'm heading over on the other side of this flower quilt, over in this area by Test Track, because there are a few topiaries over here for sure, some of my favorites too. Okay, so there's Test Track way over there. I think I'm heading over toward Mission Space for my next topiary. There is this little garden area over here, but no topiaries, and today is all about the topiaries. And here he is, appropriately right in front of Mission Space is Buzz Lightyear. This is pretty much where he always is, I think with the exception of a couple years ago when he was over with Bo Peep and Woody, because that's when Toy Story 4 came out. And finally, with a few topiaries on the way out of Epcot, these are the last ones that I need to see, and some of my favorites, especially this guy right here, Thumper, with his goofy face. And then there's Bambi and Flower right outside of Mouse Gear here. Heading out of Epcot, this is a very unique sight to see what they've done with the Guardians of the Galaxy, the old Universe of Energy building. It looks like it's progressing. I'm sure that there's a lot being done or already done on the inside, but the outside is gonna take a little while to finish, I imagine. Alright, so on my way out, I'm gonna try to see if I can find any of the other little bulbs in Spaceship Earth that they're progressively doing in celebration of the 50th anniversary of Walt Disney World. You know, thinking about it, they put up some walls right over here that I didn't really know why were there when I first got here, and it's probably because of that project that they're working on. Okay, maybe not. I don't see any light bulbs over here that are being fixated basically to every one of these kind of points where the triangles meet. But I've seen pictures of them, I just don't know where they are. Okay, so I've walked around the vicinity of Spaceship Earth a couple times and I have not seen any light bulbs. So unless they installed them to test them and then removed them, I haven't seen where they are. I'm presuming that they're behind this wall here, or at least that's where they've been doing it, but I don't know. And yeah, I feel like I'm on a pointless scavenger hunt. Oh well, I'm sure that they're gonna pop up very rapidly, very soon once that really gets underway. But this video is more about the topiaries instead, anyway, which there are a few more just right outside the entrance. And the final topiaries that I need to show off are right here, these mushrooms. There's some right here and then some right over there as well. All right, so this concludes my trip to Epcot, the first trip to Epcot in kind of a while, the first trip to Disney in general, to experiment with Magic Mobile, which worked out really well. I'm excited to do that a lot in the future, to go on a topiary tour, and then to, I guess, kind of see the beginnings of what's going to be a 50th anniversary celebration here at Epcot at all of the parks. There's a lot going on at Magic Kingdom that I've yet to get out to see, and there's a lot coming to all the other parks as well in terms of just these aesthetic upgrades for the celebration. So thank you for hanging out with me today. I had a great day. I will see you soon. Have a good day, and goodbye.